Okay, here we are at the showroom here, and here are the issues with the paint. First of all, it's got a broken grill right here, and then you can see where it's been hit in the front. Then you can see the gouges in the paint job, which are literally down to the metal. They go all the way down the car. Next batch. You see how chipped up the door is. And then there's a scratch right down the middle over here. Next one hits right here. Then on this side of the car, same problem. There's also a little ding right here. These are scratches all the way down the side of it. And then again, we're gouged right to the metal there. Edge of the door is chewed up. Scratch till through here. It's scratched all the way down. It scratches all the way down the side of this car, and specifically really badly right here, again down to the metal. So, painting the whole nose right here, this whole fender, this whole side, this is contiguous paint job right here, so that means you got to paint the whole roof. It also has some problems right in here, as you can see, with rust, bubbles in the paint. Then we got to paint this whole side. Again, it's part of the roof, all the way down the side of the car. So what's not getting painted? Well, specifically, this little trim piece here, the hood, and the trunk, this little spoiler, and this little panel here, and the little panel here. Otherwise, again, all the way down the side, all the way up and over the roof, all the way down the side, this panel right here, because this is part of that panel, all the way down the side, and across the front. So that little piece and a couple pieces in the back, otherwise it's getting repainted. Now we have polished these wheels out. That's an $1,150 job we do. Both sides of the rims. I'm going to show you a little walk around. Again, I'd love you to come down here and see what we do. But this is a seriously sized facility. It's a football field in length. It's 100 yards long. It's 50 yards across. And as you hear back here, they do full restoration to all these types of vehicles. This car is going to Australia. It's getting sheet metal work done underneath the car. This is getting painted all the way around, similarly like the Camaro, because you can see this dent, and then a whole bunch of rust problems. All these bubbles. It's also getting the bottom over here repaired because it's got some severe rusting in here. You see in that corner. And for Australian safety issues, You cannot, I don't know why it's not focusing back there. Some weird thing, my finger in the way. What's going on? There we go. Anyways, this is getting the similar kind of thing, as you can see. The rust bubbles in here, all these bubbles in the paint job. So it's getting done all the way down, all the way around. It's got this cancer problem on the front. This bulging weird thing going on here. I have problems with the paint over here, so it's getting done. Problems with the paint over here. So this is similar issue. Similar paint job. This red truck right here is getting painted. Why? Because all the paint jobs got issues with it too. You can see it was a poor paint job to begin with. And then it's this dull, weird thing going on here. So this is getting painted. This car right here is getting about $25,000 worth of work done to it. You see it doesn't look very good underneath here. It has been cleaned, but it has not been painted yet. This is getting painted because it's got bubbles all over this paint job, as you can see here. Very expensive paint job back when it was done, but something went seriously wrong with it, so it's getting repainted. Obviously needs a tire, it's cracking. This is how they do the engine compartments. They restore them and get them looking sharp. You notice the hood is off the car, so they have better access. This is how they polish out the paint so it looks good. And here's the guy doing polishing right now on another Camaro, conveniently enough. That's Sergio, master detailer right there. This car is sold. It's going, I think, Michigan. But you can see here, it's got an issue with the bumper, so that's getting replaced. This car here, engine being rebuilt. For the full shop here, this is getting air conditioning put on it by the buyer. This car here is getting a lot of work. It just came in. Nice Thunderbird, beautiful car. But it's getting work done to get it ready for market. So this is getting these wheel covers, which are missing. There's normally a skirt right here. That's gonna have to get painted. It's getting brake work done on it, obviously. This whole section's getting repainted in this section here because it's beat up and nobody wants that. Major work done here. As you can see, there's not even a motor in here right now. The engine's over there. It's getting put into this car. There's a Bentley repeat customer. I bought this car, and now he's having us put new shocks on it, an oil change, reprogram his key. Is it right to open it? Was it? Sorry. Oil change getting done, and those are shocks in the box. Right now they're programming the key. There's a couple of mechanics right here. And down this row is cars all getting work done, like what we're talking about doing to the Z28. Paint job from the ground up, a 1933 Chevy. Paint job, you see the roof peeling. It's gonna get painted. It's getting painted. As you can see, it's getting prepped for paint. These are all cars getting redone. All kinds of different types of things. Even more modern cars. Total top end rebuild on it. This is getting a full restoration. This truck, these are worth some money right now. So bumper, paint, fender, you can see the wrinkled fender here. This is getting done completely. So they come in looking like terrible and we do something with them. Modern cars, this is getting a transmission done on it, the Mercedes. Beautiful, cool truck here. 750 horsepower. We finished that up. And now, you gotta do an interior. This is for a customer that's selling, he's bought 2 cars from us, a Chevy Sonic and an Audi Q7. We sold this truck for him. Let's see, what else in here is his. The black Honda Civic, which is kind of funny, but we're restoring that for him. He likes those. What's the other car? He bought the Q7 and then had to sell it. Let's see, the other car in here that's his is the red truck. Also, this truck. That Mercedes right here. So when I talk about frequent flyer customers or customers that are repeat customers, he's been working with us for more than a year now, and he keeps giving us business. Why? Because he likes what we do. This car came in here, and we still have some work to do to it. Got to get the convertible top working for it, and the suspension is really high in the air at this odd gap. So this air ride suspension needs to be adjusted, and this is getting painted. You can see on this panel here. And this panel here, because why it's scratched. Otherwise, we cut and buffed the rest of the paint job and made it look really shiny. It looks good. This was left outside for 7 years and it was in horrible condition. We cleaned these cars, the wheels, right through the barrel of the wheels. Look how nice these rims look now. And right through the back side of the rim is clean. On the back side of the barrel, on the inside is also clean. So that's how we get it done. And here's the Camaro again. So it costs a lot to obviously paint a classic car like this. It's not cheap. You have to take everything off of this car. All of these chrome bits and pieces have to come off. All the bumpers off, all these tags off here, all this trim off of here. Key locks, door handles, all of this trim for the window has to come off. All of this has to come off. And you have to take it off and put it back on without bending it. It's tedious, time-consuming work. All this trim has to come off because we're doing this fender, this has to come off. Up here in the front, same thing. Badges, turn signal, bumpers, all has to come out. This grille has to come out in order to paint this properly. Badging has to come off. Again, all the way down the side, mirrors, etc. This car also right now has a pretty nasty leak right now, and that's one of the things that is needing to be repaired. Let me see if I can see it with my flashlight underneath the car right now. You can see right now the leaks. As soon as I get my flashlight on here, you can see this oil right there, that oil that's on the floor. And then there's more by the transmission. Right there is oil from the transmission, oil from the engine, and that's just sitting here. And you can see how much, when we moved it, how much is on the floor. So, at the end of the day, Katie, we just want to get you taken care of. We're professionals here. We're not, posers or something. You cannot sustain a facility of this size and the amount of bills we have if we're not doing things to take care of our customers. We wouldn't have repeat customers like this guy over here that is a repeat customer. We wouldn't have this kind of business in here if we weren't doing things right. This lady here has 3 vehicles here. She's got this Tesla, a boat back here, and a motorcycle, which you could just see the handlebars maybe sticking up next to the RV here. The mirrors over there in the handlebars. She has 3 vehicles here. That El Camino down there, the gray one, same person that owns this one over here. Person that owned this boat has probably had 6 vehicles come through here. Repeat customers. We're the go-to people to get it. Oh, this black Mercedes owner, pickup truck, 2 cars he purchased. This Mercedes over here, which is a 59 Mercedes, is actually giving it to us. Might not seem like much when you look at it from here, but it's worth $5,000. That's a nice tip because he appreciates the work we do. And he's just basically giving that to us because he just want to deal with it. So we're gonna clean it, get it ready, paint it, get it on the road. So let's try to work together rather than working at odds, and I think we'll be much better off. So I look forward to your positive response, and sorry for the overly long video. Let me walk you through here. This is the front. That's Sergio. This guy works really hard to get things done. This is the lobby here. Spin it around. That's my office back there. Here's outside world. Front of the building. This is a dealership we're teaming up with right now so that we'll have a dealer license here also. But right now we're all about doing marketing agreements and just don't want to deal with a DMV anymore. Thanks for watching. I'll send this over to you.